everybody. Welcome back to our beginner yoga series. This is week 2. It'll be about 50-ish to 60 minutes long this week. So let's just get started, starting the same way we did last week, coming into a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes. Just start to get a sense of where your body is right now, noticing where you're holding tension. Could be in your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, belly, or hips. And start focusing on your breath. So as you breathe in and breathe out, really feel what it feels like to breathe deeply. And on every breath out, allowing any of that tension in your body to release a little bit further. So relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, breathing deeply into your belly and your chest. And a mantra I'll give you today that you can use throughout the entire practice. Every time you breathe in, saying, I am here. I am aware that I'm breathing in. I am here. I am aware that I'm breathing out. You can repeat that every time you breathe in and every time you breathe out, especially as you notice your mind to begin to wander. Come back to that mantra. Focus on your breath. Two more deep breaths here. On your inhale, I am here. I am aware that I'm breathing in. On your exhale, I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Inhale, I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Exhale, I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Gently shift into your tabletop position. So again, you want to make sure that your wrists are right underneath your shoulders and your knees are right underneath your hips, keeping a nice long neutral spine. We're going to do cat-cow. So on your inhale, come to cow pose, drop your belly, lift your chest, look up. Exhale, cat pose, round your back, press your palms into the ground, draw your belly button back towards your spine. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your chest, look up. Exhale, cat pose, round your back, press your palms into the ground, fully empty out your breath. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, cat pose, round your back, press your palms down into the ground. One more time, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Return back to neutral spine in your tabletop position. We'll transition into thread the needle. So you're going to take your right arm and you're going to thread it directly under your left. Come down onto your right shoulder and your right ear. Completely relax your head down into the ground. You're going to pause here for 3 breaths. Inhale. I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Exhale. I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Return back to your tabletop position. Switch sides, so take your left arm this time, thread it underneath your right, come down onto your left shoulder and your left ear. Completely relax your head down into the ground. Pausing here for 3 deep breaths. Inhale, I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Exhale, I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Return back to your tabletop position. You're going to tuck your toes. Just come up to a modified kind of plank position. You're just hovering over the ground with your knees bent. You're going to gently rock forward and back. Forward and back. 2 more times. Rock forward and back. Forward and back. Now straighten your legs out, stepping back to that full high plank. And again, make sure your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders. 1 deep breath in. On your breath out, downward dog, lift your hips up and back. Press more of your weight back into your legs. Drive your heels down into the ground. Really press your palms down into the ground. Roll your shoulders open and away from your ears. Relax your head so your gaze is in between your feet. You're looking towards the back wall. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Exhale. I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Coming to your forward fold. Look forward to your hands. Gently walk your feet forward. Relaxing all the way down into the forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to relax your belly all the way onto your thighs. Drop your upper body down. Completely relax your head. You're going to grab opposite elbows coming into ragdoll pose. Keep that upper body relaxed down. Your biceps frame your face. 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Exhale. I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release your arms. Walk your feet all the way together to touch. Bend your knees a little deeper. Slowly roll all the way up to standing. We're going to move into a modified sun salutation, a little bit different than we did last week. Bring your palms together to touch at your heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. You're going to swan dive forward. Keep your back nice and long. Relax all the way into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift your belly off your thighs. Place your palms onto your shins. Reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale, place your palms onto the ground. Step your left foot back, coming into a low lunge with your left knee on the ground. One breath in, and breath out. On your inhale, bring your palms together. You're going to lift your belly off your thighs. Reach your arms up overhead, look up. Pause here, exhale. One more time, breath in, and breath out. Return your hands to the ground. One inhale, tuck your back toes, straighten your back leg. On your exhale, downward dog, step your right foot back. Lift your hips up and back. Feet are hip width distance apart. One inhale, and exhale. Inhale, come to high plank. Exhale, drop down to your knees. You're going to come into a modified chaturanga. So shift your weight a little bit forward. Your shoulders come forward above your wrists. You're going to bend your knees, lower all the way down to your chest. Inhale, you're going to come to a modified upward dog, just lifting your chest slightly off the ground. Pause here. One breath in, and breath out. Release your chest back down onto the ground. Inhale, come through your tabletop position. Exhale, press back to your downward dog. Lift your hips up and back. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, come to that low lunge on your right. Step your right foot forward in between your hands. Drop your back knee to the ground. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, palms come together to touch. Reach your arms overhead, look up. Exhale, return your hands down to the ground. Step your back foot forward to your forward fold. Feet together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine, palms to your shins. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Bend your knees a little deeper. Roll all the way up to standing. Repeating that on the other side. Palms together, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive forward, nice long straight back. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen out your spine, palms to your shins. Exhale, come to the low lunge. So drop your hands to the ground. Step your right foot back down into the lunge. You're coming down onto your right knee. Pause here. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, palms together to touch. Reach your arms overhead, look up. Pause here. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Return your hands to the ground. On your next inhale, tuck your back toes. Straighten out your back leg. Exhale, downward dog. Step your left foot back. Shift your hips up and back. Send your weight into your legs. One breath in. Breath out. Inhale to your high plank. Shift your weight forward, lengthening out your body. Exhale, modified chaturanga. Bend your knees. Shift your weight forward. Slowly lowering down, keeping your elbows by your sides all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, lift your chest slightly off the ground. Look up. Pause here, exhale. One more. Breath in and breath out. Lowering your upper body down to the ground. On your next inhale, press back through your tabletop position. Exhale, downward dog, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Pause here, 2 deep breaths. Return to your mantra. Inhale, I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Exhale, I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. One more time. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, low lunge, step your left foot forward. In between your hands, drop your back knee. Pause here. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, palms together to touch. Reach up, look up. Exhale, release your hands back to the ground. Inhale, forward fold. Step your right foot forward to meet your left. Feet together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen out your spine, palms to your shins. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees deeper. Roll all the way up to standing. All right, we will do that one more time through on each side a little bit faster. So it'll be 1 breath, 1 motion. Bring your palms together to touch at your heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive forward. Relax all the way down, belly onto your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine, palms to your shins. Exhale, low lunge. Drop your hands to the ground, step your left foot back into your lunge, drop your back knee. Inhale, palms together to touch, reach up, look up. Exhale, release your hands back down onto the ground. Inhale, tuck your back toes, straighten out your back leg. Exhale, downward facing dog, step your right foot back in line with your left. Send your weight back into your legs. Inhale, high plank. Shift your weight forward, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, modified chaturanga, drop down to your knees. Slowly lower all the way down onto your chest and your belly, keeping your elbows by your thighs. Inhale, slightly lift your chest off the ground, looking up. Exhale, release back down onto the ground. On your inhale, press through your tabletop position. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Shift your hips up and back, send your weight into your legs. Inhale, low lunge, step your right foot forward, in between your hands. Exhale, drop your back knee down onto the ground. Inhale, palms together to touch, reach up, look up. Exhale, release your hands back down onto the ground, forward fold, step your left foot forward to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine, palms to your shins. Exhale, forward fold, drop all the way over. Bend your knees deeply. Slowly roll all the way up to standing. One more time through on the other side, palms together to touch at your heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive forward. Nice long spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach the crown of your head forward, palms to your shins. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your palms to the ground. Step your right foot back this time. Drop down onto your back knee. Inhale, palms together to touch, reach up, look up. Exhale, release your hands back down onto the ground. Inhale, tuck your back toes, straighten out your back leg. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, high plank, shift your weight forward, lengthening out your body. Exhale, modified chaturanga, bend your knees down to the ground. Slowly lower all the way onto your belly and chest, keeping your elbows by your sides. Inhale, slightly lift your chest off the ground, look up. Exhale, release back down onto the ground. Inhale, press through tabletop position. Exhale, downward dog, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Send your weight into your legs. Inhale, low lunge, step your left foot forward, in between your hands. Exhale, drop your back knee down onto the ground. Inhale, palms together to touch, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, release your hands back down onto the ground. Step your right foot forward to meet your left, feet all the way together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine, palms to your shins. Exhale, forward fold, release your belly onto your thighs. Bend your knees deeply. Slowly roll all the way up to standing. Come into your chair pose in the variation we did last week with your big toes together to touch. Your heels are slightly apart. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, biceps by your ears. Exhale, chair pose, sit down like you're sitting into a chair, reach your hips back. So again, big toes together to touch. Really hug your thighs together, squeeze them in. Draw your belly button back towards your spine. Deep breath in and breath out. Return to your mantra. Inhale, I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Exhale, I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. One more time, inhale and exhale. We're going to do a moving twist with this chair pose. So inhale, rise back up, straighten out your legs, reach up, look up. Exhale, sit back into your chair, bring your palms to heart center. One breath in. On your breath out, twist to your right. Try to hook your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Inhale, return to center. Reach your arms overhead. Look up, stand up. Exhale, chair pose. Sit back into your chair. Palms together to touch at your heart center. One inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Try to hook your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Inhale, return to center. Reach your arms overhead, stand up, look up. Exhale, chair pose, palms together to touch at heart center. One breath in. Breath out. Twist to your right. Try to hook your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Inhale, return to center. Biceps by your ears, stand up, reach up. Exhale, chair pose, palms to heart center. One breath in. Breath out, twist to the left. Try to hook your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Inhale, return to center. Reach your arms overhead. Stand up, look up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Come to your forward fold. Relax your belly all the way onto your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine, palms to your shins. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift, palms to your shins, lengthen out your spine. This time, exhale, come to your high plank, so drop your hands down onto the ground, step your feet back. One breath in, breath out, downward facing dog. Shift your hips up and back. Send your weight into your legs. One inhale, and exhale. Coming to that low lunge again, step your right foot forward, in between your hands, drop down onto your back knee. So we're going to keep with that twist variation here. I'm going to show a couple different ways. So one is to stay exactly where you are. Make sure your right knee is directly over your right ankle. Stay here if this is enough of a stretch for you, or we can go into a twist. So bring your left palm down next to your right foot. Twist to your right, you're going to reach your right arm up towards the ceiling and look up. Another variation of this is to come to a higher lunge, so you could tuck your back toes and straighten out your back leg. Pause here, 2 breaths, inhale, exhale. Remember your mantra, inhale, I am here, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Exhale, I am here, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Release your right arm back down onto the ground. Downward facing dog. Tuck your back toe. Straighten out your back leg. Step your right foot back. In line with your left. Send your weight into your legs. One deep breath in. And breath out. Low lunge again on your left. So step your left foot forward, in between your hands. Drop your back knee down. And again, option just to stay here if you don't want to do the twist. Otherwise, keep your right palm down onto the ground. Twist to your left. Reach your left arm overhead, look up. The other variation is to tuck your back toes, straighten out your back leg. Keep that twist. Please do whatever variation you did on the first side. Pause wherever you are for 2 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale. I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Exhale. I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Release your left hand back down onto the ground. Come out of the twist. Drop your back knee. We're just going to return to the downward facing dog. So tuck your back toes, straighten out your back leg. Deep breath in. Breath out, downward facing dog. Step your left foot back. Shift your hips up and back. Send your weight into your legs. One deep breath in. And full deep breath out. And just release down. We're going to come into a comfortable seated position here. Whatever that looks like for you. Same as we did last week, we're going to come into some neck stretches, shoulder, upper back. So just start with gently rolling your shoulders backward a few times this way, and then switch, circling the other way. And then you're just going to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, stretching out the left side of your neck. Pause here. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Return your head back to center. Switch sides, so drop your left ear down to your left shoulder. Continue to breathe deeply. Remember to drop your shoulders away from your ears. Release any tension. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Rise your head back up to center. One more neck stretch here. So you're going to turn your head over your right shoulder and just drop your chin down towards your chest or your shoulder. Make sure your body stays square to the front, so only your head is turned. And again, drop your shoulders away from your ears. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Rise your head back up. Return to face center. Switch sides. So turn your head over your left shoulder. Drop your chin down onto your chest. Continue to breathe deeply. Square your body towards the front. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Rise your head back up and return your head back to center. We're going to do some forward fold variations so you can lengthen your legs out in front of you. And if you are sitting on a mat, great. If you don't have one, that's fine. Just imagine you're going to separate your legs out towards the edges of kind of a yoga mat. So not too big of a straddle here. And then you're going to bend your left knee. Bring the sole of your left foot to the inner thigh of your right leg. You're going to shift your body to face your right leg. And then you're going to bend your right knee in towards your chest. Clasp your hands together and hook your palms around the sole of your right foot. Drop your forehead to your right knee so you're rounding your back. Really round it like you do in the cat position. If this is a stretch for you, that's great. Stay here. If you need something deeper, you can begin to straighten out your right leg. You want to keep your forehead on your knee, keeping that rounding in your back. Pause here. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Remember your mantra. Inhale, I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Exhale, I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Slowly roll back up. And just switch sides, so lengthen out your legs again. Your feet are separated towards the edges of a yoga mat. Just imagine that width if you're not on one. This time, bend your right knee. Bring the sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh. And then you're going to shift your body to face your left leg. Then bend your left knee in towards your chest. Clasp your hands together and reach your palms around the sole of your left foot. Bring your forehead to your left knee and really round your back like you did in the cat pose. Stay here if you already feel this is a stretch. Otherwise, begin to straighten out your left leg, all the while keeping your forehead on your knee and that nice round in your back. Pause here, breathe deeply, breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Remember the mantra, inhale, I am here, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Exhale, I am here, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Slowly rise back up to a seated position. Lengthen your legs out in front of you. We're going to do another forward fold variation. I'll turn to the side so you can see what that looks like. So bend your knees all the way in towards your chest. You're going to take your peace fingers to hook around your big toes. So you want to keep a nice long spine here and straight arms. You can stay here if this is enough of a stretch for you. Otherwise, slowly begin to scooch your tush back, just kind of like you're walking backwards, so that your legs straighten out. And do this as much as you're able to while keeping that long spine and your belly onto your thighs. Remember, peace fingers hooking around your big toes. So you can kind of use that to pull against your big toes to lengthen out your spine. And again, wherever you are, whether your knees are fully bent or you straighten them out quite a bit, keeping that long spine, breathe deeply. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Deep breath in. And breath out. Just gently release all the way forward. So you have a little bit of a round in your back. And slowly roll up to a seated position. And you're just going to roll all the way down onto your back. We'll come into a bridge pose. So the soles of your feet are on the ground. Your knees are up. Hands down by your sides, palms facing the ground. Lifting into your bridge pose. So press your feet down into the ground, lift your hips up. You can use a little bit of pressure in your palms. Press your palms down into the ground to lift your hips a little bit higher. Another variation, clasp your fingers underneath you. Slowly roll your shoulders underneath you so that you can lift your hips a little bit higher. 3 deep breaths wherever you are. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Remember your mantra. Inhale. I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Exhale. I am here. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Slowly release your arms from underneath you. Relax your hips back down onto the ground. You're going to come into a figure 4 stretch. So take your right leg and cross your right ankle over your left thigh, opening out that right knee. Then you're going to lift your left foot off the ground. Clasp your hands together underneath your left thigh and draw your knee in towards your chest. Just pause here. Breathe deeply. Three more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Release out of your figure 4 position. Soles of your feet back down onto the ground. Just switch sides. So take your left leg, cross your left ankle over your right thigh, opening out your left knee. Lift the sole of your right foot off the ground. Clasp your fingers underneath your right thigh. And use your hands to draw your right knee in towards your chest. Relax your upper body and your shoulders down onto the ground. Release any tension in your neck. Just continue to breathe deeply. Remember that mantra. You can say it to yourself as your mind begins to wander. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Release out of that figure 4 position. Return the soles of your feet back down onto the ground. We're going to take a gentle spine twist here. So reach your arms out by your sides. You're going to drop your knees towards the right. Try to keep your knees stacked right on top of each other. Make sure your shoulder blades are all the way down into the ground, both shoulder blades. So if your knees happen to lift up off the ground slightly, that's perfectly fine. Then shift your gaze over your left shoulder. Continue to breathe deeply here. Really feel any tension release out of your body with every exhale. Perhaps on every exhale, you're able to twist just a little bit deeper. One more deep breath in and breath out. Return your legs back to center, soles of the feet down onto the ground. And just switch sides. So drop your knees to the left. Try to keep your knees stacked right over one another. Relax both shoulder blades down onto the ground. And again, if your knees come up slightly off the ground, that's fine. Shift your gaze over your right shoulder. Release any tension in your neck. Continue to breathe deeply. One more deep breath in. And breath out. Return your legs back to center, soles of the feet on the ground. And we're going to do a heart opener here. So this is called fish pose. Lengthen your legs out long. You're going to bring your hands underneath your tush. Palms facing the ground. Your elbows are slightly underneath you, directly by your sides. Really straighten out your legs. You're going to use some pressure in your hands, so press your palms and your elbows down into the ground. You're going to lift your shoulder blades and your chest off the ground towards the ceiling, and then drop the crown of your head down towards the ground. Make sure there is no pressure or weight in your head. So you're really using your forearms to hold you up. And again, your hands are underneath your tush. Continue to breathe, lengthen out your legs. Really lift that chest up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Release your upper body back down onto the ground. Remove your arms from underneath you. And you're just going to come into your final pose here. So Shavasana. Imagine you're on the yoga mat. If you're not on one, open your legs out towards the edges of the yoga mat. Just let your ankles fall open. Your arms lengthen out about 45 degrees away from your body. Palms face up. Close your eyes. Just as you started this practice, getting a sense of where your body is, hopefully feeling a little bit more open, a little bit looser, able to breathe a little bit easier. You want to completely drop your weight down into the ground, sinking further with every exhale. As your mind begins to wander, which it inevitably does, return back to your mantra and focus on your breath. slowly wiggle your fingers and your toes. Hopefully your body is feeling heavy down into the ground. All tension has been released out. Reach your arms overhead. Nice long stretch. Deep breath in. Breath out. Roll over onto your right side into an extended fetal position. Your knees are slightly bent. Just relax all the way down into the ground. Press yourselves up to your comfortable seated position. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Look up. Exhale, bring your palms together to touch to your heart center. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to that happiness and to that freedom. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me today. I will see you next week for week 3.